Alright, so I'm getting a little inspired to redraw the matrix, so we're going to start with the 0th dimension. We're not going to go over everything, but we're going to change some things. So what we have here is a 6 and a 9, and we rotate it 90 degrees to the left to create a bubble system. Okay, so you're going to create a 1 from two entities, and 6 and 9 is 15. And you're going to create bubbles that are going in this direction. Okay, bubbles. Now, the important part of if this is Charon and it creates the first thing, it might be created here. This might be Pluto, and these could be the moons of Neptune. Okay, let's just whatever right now. Okay, so if that's Pluto, let's say, and that's one moon of Neptune, and that's the other moon of Neptune. Okay, then we have a one-dimensional line we're creating because we're creating a one-dimensional line. It's like the ring. Like it'll be the ring that goes around everything. There's your one-dimensional line. Okay? So I'm going to call it the v-axis because I don't believe x is correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to do and go into the Mandelbrot set and look at the details of that ring. And it's actually comprised of 4 1x2 segments, like links in a chain guy. Okay? So here we go, doing our thing, redrawing the matrix. We always have to keep track of what we created in the past, okay? So when we're moving to day 2, okay, this is the only time we get to grow, okay? And I think it remains the y-axis, okay? So what happens when we make our 1x3 is we're going to have our 0 go in here. We're going to have our 1 here, and we're going to finally fill in this 1. We're going to put a 2 here, and we're going to put a 1 here. Now, what we end up doing here is we're going to create a 1x3. Ooh, not like that. We're going to create... freaking thing. Our 1x3 will be created right here. Okay. But we have to not forget about solids. I keep forgetting about the Fibonacci series, and it teaches us that everything we create before has to come with us as we go on. So what that means is we're going to create the next bubble here. Okay? That's how they're linked. Okay? Now, what also happens is that you gotta remember that this is gonna go on like a barber pole on both the 1x2 and the 1x3. Okay? But now that we linked 2 bubbles, okay, we linked 2 bubbles to a 1 bubble. We've made 3 bubbles as a 1. It's our 3 to 1. Okay? And our 3 to 1 comes from this. And I believe that, yeah, and what else have we created? We've created a bubble here and a bubble here. But what else? What happens when we create this bubble? We're going to actually have to create this bubble. And we're going to have to create this bubble. See? Now when day 3 comes along, that's your x-axis. We're going to create a 0 here. We're going to create our 4 here. Our v here. Our 1 here. Our 3 here. Our 2 here. And our 13 here. We're going to put this... Because now look, over here, the one-dimensional line of blackness has a buddy of a one-dimensional line, and together they make a two-dimensional plane, like a VY plane. You see the y? See the lowercase y here? Y. And we started off with a V, or V. Okay, So we're going to get into making the 1x4. Okay, there's our 1x4, 1x4, 1x4. Okay, conversely, we're going to have to create another 1x3 here. Okay, which we're going to create a 1x3 here. Which will create a 1x3 here. Which will create a 1x3 here. Which will create a 1x2 here. Which will create a 1x2 here. Which will create a 1x2 here. Which will create, I don't know if I did that one. All right, I think I did. A 1x2 there, okay. So, yeah. So now we have, in the third dimension, we have 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 white holes. Okay, we have 1 white hole, 2 white holes, 3 white holes. Okay, and in the blue, uh, in the blue, we'll have 1 white hole, 2 white holes. And then the green, we'll have 1 white hole. Okay, you understand what's going on? What does that mean? You got pluses. Okay, after day 3, you have pluses, guy. I think it was on that. What the hell? Yeah. You're going to have a plus 1, 2, 3. Okay? And on this guy, you're going to have plus 1 and a plus 2. Okay, so yeah, moved him down. That's going to be there. Okay. Ooh. Huh. There's your 1. Yeah. And then your 2 would be here. Your 2 extra white holes we're adding. And your green, okay, has 1 white hole. 1 big white hole. So it's going to go down just by the 1. Okay? So that's what it looks like now. Where the entire 4x4 matrix, okay, essentially goes right here. It's represented by this cell. Plants. Life. Okay? Now, isn't it interesting? Again, do you see the upswing here? Okay? So what could that possibly mean about these guys? Okay? You know? Why isn't this one go to here? It should, right? Now, what is that one? It's a 1 by 1, it's a 1 by 1, a 1 by 2, a 1 by 3, and a 1 by 4. It's a 1 by 1, a 1 by 2, a 1 by 3, and a 1 by 4. That to me looks like a 4 is a 1. So what I can imagine is that down here, yeah, a 4, and we've learned one thing. I forgot. That your 3 is the one that has to propagate out the other way too. Okay? And the same thing with your 1 is the 1. Okay? So you also have to go like that. Oh, geez. You also have to propagate out this way. Okay? Now we have a what? We have a plus 1, 2, 3. We have a plus 1. We have a plus 2. And we have a plus 3. Right? As you can see, it's quite tedious. Now in this one, you're going to have a plus 1 and a plus 2. Not a 1, 2, 3. So you're going to have there's my... There's your plus 2. And with your green, you're going to have just your plus 1. So you're going to... Ah, crap, I did it wrong. I'm sorry. Plus 1. I hope you caught me doing that. If you're yelling at this friggin' screen. I don't like that one. Okay, there's your plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Now I'm going to have, there's my 1, I'm going to go down 1. Okay, that one needs to be there. Here's my plus 1. And here, look at that guy. Here's my plus 3. Okay. It's kind of important that the V be seen. And look, you have a circled 7, doubly circled 7, and a singly circled 7. And doubly, like look at all the times it's circled, guys. Count. And then over here, you're just going to have a 1. So I'll go black, but then I'll go up one size and I'll take the red. And I'll do this because it looks better. The little bit of blackness coming from behind. And that one should just be an O like that. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, now as you can see here, this is looking a little bit different. Okay. Now, look at this guy. you're spreading out from the Stairway to Heaven here. Okay, you're spreading out blue on Stairway to Heaven. You're spreading out green. Oh, maybe that's it. Here. Oh, that'll be confusing. Well, black and red are pretty nice. How about blue and orange? And yeah, I'll keep red and green here, you know, because it's sending out these two. And there's your 38 again. There's your X and your 28 for your 38. Your 33 circled 5 times. Oh, that stuff. Okay, like check out what's going on here. Check out what's connected. Okay, this is connected. This is 53 circled. You know, twice I guess. But it's a 55 really. Anyway, 55 5. Yeah, so this is changing as we can see. I have never derived it this way. So to me, this would be complete up to day like 3. At the end of day 3 when plants are created, all of this shit's created. Because you're gonna have, yeah, that's totally legit. You're gonna have, again, you have 1, 2, 3, like 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the creation of your like 4x4. Your dot, 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 and then like your line, 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 line. You know, your 2D vision where you see 3D objects for your 5D reality. So that's like the creation of all that, I'd say. Yeah, that's after day 3, guy. Day 3. Okay, so what happens on day 4? Ugh. No, maybe one day I'll nail it like perfectly one you go. So on day 4, what happens? Whole bunch of stuff happens. Okay, and I think that's time. Pretty sure it's time. Concept of time. Okay, so on the 4th day, because remember, we're not creating up here anymore. Okay, we've gotten to the middle. We have a lot of sticky Eddie bits. Okay, Armageddon sticky Eddie bits have been created after day 3. So in essence, that totally makes sense. Oh, look at this guy. Look at what I'm looking at here. Okay, you're gonna have one white hole, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna have 6 white holes, maybe 7 even. Maybe no, you have 7 you have 7 white holes. Ah, that's why. 4. Okay, so I think what happens now is that these fuckers are created. And I think they repeat this pattern. Okay? So you're gonna take the red, okay? Ugh. You're gonna do a red and then a 1x3. Okay? You're gonna do a 1x1. Followed by a 1x3. Okay? That will be added on. And conversely up here. Because you gotta create the 7D. You gotta create a bunch of nothing. There's gonna be a lot of nothing created after day 3. Okay? Okay, and this stuff over here will also have that followed by that. Ugh. There we go. There we go. So, what do you think of that after day 3? After day 3, that's created. After day 3, all that's created. Hmm. Hmm. And obviously, okay, like your there you go. There's your 76, and let's at least circle the goddamn thing. Whoa. So you understand how funny I think the 3-4 split. I mean the 3-4 like not funny, but I bring it up a lot that the that the visual light spectrum has 3-4. I find that very interesting that after the third day you go all the way to seventh dimension nothing because you need to fill up the the 3-dimensional space with a bunch of nothing sometimes. Oh, I was using a fatter one, damn it. Alright, whatever. There's your 69. Or maybe it should be the other way. Like maybe it should be like a 69 like that for the bubbles. Anyway, oh, that's horrible. Alright, so this is my one. So, well, I'm guessing that this is also all created because, oh, why wouldn't it be? Like, why wouldn't this be a 1x3? It makes a big ass 1x3. You know? It's like the Staying Alive dance pose. That makes sense. I didn't have that before. And now we get our 7 to join the party. That's kind of cool. And we're obviously bypassing this infinite nonsensicalness and all that. Uh, Look at this madness, eh? Hmm. Well, I know this isn't right on the money because we don't have any sticky Eddie bits right now. But we're not done creating. All we're doing is prepping the field. Now we're prepping the field. That's all I think we're doing right now. Okay. So you just need to know that all this crap has to be prepped. Okay. So you're prepping the field for what's to come. It's like I'm prepping people on how to do this now instead of later. But no one seems to really mind. So let's just prep the field and do it rough and quick and dirty. The old dirty trailer talk boys, you know, the big dirty, you know, the scheme that's gonna get you out of it for good, you know. You won't have to go back to being Ricky in the trailer park. And that shirtless bastard Randy. Okay, well I guess that yeah, now that we're doing like we're not even on day 4, but look, we're already circling a 1x3 around Jupiter, Saturn, and the stars. Oh my I got another one up here. Okay, so that looks pretty, you know. So I'm assuming if we put the, you know, I might as well. Go to talk to you. Talk, fuck it, like seriously, people. Drama. We need to talk to you, like anyone's even listening to any of this. A waste of time. Yeah, I'm not going into like why these are what they are right now. I've done that. I'm tired of doing that. I want to go to something new. Anyway. Oh, all these thousands I gotta deal with. Ugh. Wish I had thousands to deal with. That'd be like actually productive. I could do stuff. Oh, sorry people, you know. It just is the way it is. The reason I'm doing this is so that when I see that it's been redrawn, it's been kind of explained and included into the fold. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm sorry, you know, fast forward or whatever. I don't know. Focusing. I'm just doing this, capture it. I don't care. I don't want to do it twice, you know. I don't want to do it once alone and then do it again on camera. It's just like boring. Even I have my max of how much I can do this. I've been really exhausted. It's been a draining day. I don't know. It's supposed to be like storm of the whatever soon here. I don't believe it, but whatever. That's what they say. Oh, so we got the 1-7. Alright, good. So what does this look like now? Good. So there's a lot going on. And you can see there's like a lot you can get lost in. Okay, now check it out. The only thing not included here are the 91, the 13, and the 110. Isn't that interesting? Holy shit, guys, and there's your 1 of 7 of 13 of 110. Check it out. Okay, your 13 and 110 are pretty easy. But your 9, 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 14, 15, 16, 17. So the sum is 17. The sum is 17. 1 of 7 of 13 of 110 in this triangle right here. Isn't that interesting? There. Can't really erase on this because you erase the whiteboard behind it, then it looks really not white because my whiteboard is very not white because it's very dirty and full of math and information. Anyway, so that goes there. Now, what have we learned here? Oh, okay, look, we have a fancy starting spot. Yeah, like day 3's happened. I've never derived the matrix using day 3. But look, this one seems to be pretty much filled, right? I mean, I haven't drawn the G yet, but I don't think there's any more things I can do to this quadrant. So let's just go ahead and wrap our heads around that. All of that eventually, what I believe happens is it makes a big G. Just all combines. Whoa. All right. Oh, I don't want that. That line is tricking me. I don't want to go there. I'll go a little bit more outside. What the heck? What the heck was that all about? There we go. Yeah, there's your G. Okay. So it makes like the eye of Saturn, let's say. So, but we've made sorry, Jupiter. It makes the eye of Jupiter here. It's like the red eye of Jupiter, kind of like a gap of the red eye of Jupiter, the red spot. But yeah, I don't think I can do anything else to this quadrant right now. But it's kind of funny that Jupiter has been shown. However, it's not. We haven't gotten to actual Jupiter or Saturn or stars or any of this yet. Okay, so we've done like basically one of four, right? And we pretty much laid out a pattern of how this is going to go down. Uh, our only true sticky outy bit, again, is going to be, I think, something to do with this 5 here and this 6 here. Okay, this 6, like 5, and this 5, and this like, 6. So if we were to just repeat these, now plants would be like where life comes from. Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be just one of these all over again? Just starting right here? Maybe this isn't Charon. Maybe it is. Maybe it goes back and then down and down and down and down. Down and down and down and down and then goes 3 as 1 and then up and then over. Actually, yeah, it does seem to do that now. Okay, so like, guy, if we were to take the path in which energy flows, okay? Let's just take a big ass crayon and pink, okay? So what I think happens is it goes, right? And then it goes, oh, it has 2 because it should go passing once to here, and then twice. Wow, okay. Ah, shit, and then it goes up back here to 0, and then back down here to 1, and then goes 3 times, 2 times, 1 time. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, when it gets here, it goes up. Shit, how does it do this? It's like he wants to leave maybe and then go down here. But I mean, guy, this is how this is how I labeled them. One of them, oh, it's going to change the order. That guy, then that guy, then that guy, then that guy, then 1, 2, that guy, and then that guy, and then that guy, that guy. Oh, I think I know what it does. And then it goes all the way back to 1, all the way back to here, and then down, and then to here. Okay, because this is totally how it leaves. And here's my plants. And there's poor old Jupiter. And that's Saturn. And that's planets, and these are the rings. These guys. Not that guy. Is Okay, let me just. So now that that's all done, so the rings of Saturn come into play. I think it's like the energy kind of swirling because it's hitting Saturn. Saturn didn't have rings. Saturn gets rings from this. This is just pent up rings, you know? Whatever. It's like two things connected, like a fly speck on the 8 here. And that's Mars. And that's the sun. Wow. And these are plants, really? Wow. You know, it just sometimes. Hmm. Hey, guys. Wow. Wow. Okay. How about 3 makes 4, makes 5, makes 6, makes 7, makes 8. Hmm. Hmm. Makes 9. And it's inside an 8, but it could also be a 9. Wow. Isn't that wild? And this is our free energy battery that we have to make. This is our 69 here. It's our 649 lottery free energy device. Anyway.